Alright, so let's get straight into it with these sports scores right quick. Today is February 1st, 2021. If you have not heard, Dashaunwatson has officially asked for a trade. It was trade rumors, it was trade talks, but he officially stepped up and asked for it himself. So shout out to Dashaunwatson handling his business like a man, you feel me? And actually go ahead and hollering at them boys and let them know, hey man, I want to be let go. I just want to go to another team. Even after they just hired David Culley as their new head coach, it still ain't rubbing Dashaunwatson the right way. He feel like they hired a minority coach just because he started talking about, man, he's finna get up out of here. Excuse me. So, shout out to the Suns, shout out to the Texans. Hopefully they get that figured out, get that squared away. Ron Rivera, coach of the Washington football team. Remember, he's the coach for, if I'm not mistaken, the Panthers. You feel me? So, shout out to Ron Rivera. He just beat cancer. You feel what I'm saying? So, he's done. He's cancer free. So, we got to give him a big round of applause. Give him a shout out. Okay. What else we got on our list today? John Chaney, a legendary basketball coach, has passed away. We want to give him and his family our condolences and rest in peace to him also. He was a basketball coach for Temple a couple of years back, before my time, but I do want to give him a shout out. Everybody was talking about him. He is a legend. You feel me? So I want to put him inside of our podcast today and talk about him a little bit. You feel what I'm saying? Give him a, rest in peace. Big shout out. What else we got on our list today? Mayweather versus Logan Paul. Was it Logan Paul? But anyway, that boxing match is postponed. I don't know if it's due to COVID-19 reasons. They didn't say. It's just postponed right now. Any update, any information I figure out, I will put it on the podcast, let y'all know what the hell going on, you feel me? And drop that info on y'all real quick. So shout out to Mayweather, shout out to Logan Paul. Hopefully they get that squared away. Or is it Jake Paul? He supposed to fight one of them, man. Don't quote me on this. I know a lot of people gonna be in my DMs and my comments. Just relax. You feel me? What else we got on our list today? Trae Young is the fastest to reach 400 three-pointers made in NBA history. Shout out to Trae Young. You feel what I'm saying? I thought it would have been Steph Curry. A lot of people was talking on Twitter and shit like that about Steph Curry. Oh, it's supposed to be Steph, but at the end of the day, it's Trae. You feel me? He got it. And the game's evolving. It's more three-pointers now. Anybody, there's not a lot of people left that's pulling up with that two-pointer shot like Kawhi or KD. You feel what I'm saying? Even damn shit, even Kyrie. You feel me? So, shout out to Trae Young. The Lions are trading Matthew Stafford. Well, they not are trading. They already done traded him to the Rams already. So, they exchanged Jared Goff for Matthew Stafford. And also, they got 2 future first-round picks and also a third-rounder. So, shout out to the Rams. Shout out to Detroit. They got that figured away. They got that squared away. Because remember, I told y'all last week that Matthew Stafford had, him and Detroit had parted ways. They didn't want to, he didn't want to play for them no more. They feel the same way, and they ended up getting this trade done. The thing about it was Jared Goff just got a deal 2 years ago for about $130 million, if I'm not mistaken. So that's kind of weird to me. You feel me? You gonna just pay this man, let him go, and I think $90 million was guaranteed. Excuse me. If I'm not mistaken, $90 million or either $80 million, somewhere around there was guaranteed, regardless if he stays or not. So shout out to the Rams, shout out to Detroit. Feel what I'm saying? Edge, I don't know if y'all remember the wrestler Edge back in the days on WWE and shit. I think he wrestled on Raw also. But Edge eliminates Randy Orton for the second Royal Rumble of his career, you feel me? 11 years to that day, he had that same match, and he won that shit. So, shout out to Edge. Excuse me, y'all. Yeah, man, I had got a little cold, walking outside. It's cold out here in Florida, man. I don't know what the hell going on. But, yeah, I need to bundle up more, you feel me? What else we got on our list today? The Miami Heat. Tyler Hero. I don't know if y'all know who that is. Number 14, you feel me? I'm a little homie. But he is questionable because his housemate had tested positive for COVID-19. So I don't think they're going to let him play on Monday. But we're going to keep an eye out and let y'all know on Wednesday whether he played or not. But his homeboy, supposedly, his roommate, you feel what I'm saying, has tested positive for COVID-19. So Tyler Hero, stay safe out there, bro. Keep your head up, you feel me? And drink your Gatorade. Do your 14 days like Jimmy just did. Jimmy is back, people. Jimmy is back. I just want to put that out there. He dropped 30 on his, but we're going to talk about that over there, you feel me, in the sports scores. But he dropped 30 on his comeback. So shout out to Tyler. Hopefully he get that squared away. You know what I'm saying? All right, the last thing on our list today of sports news is the offensive tackle Chad Wheeler. I don't know if y'all know who that is, but he's the one that played for the Seattle Seahawks. And this nigga pled not guilty in his domestic violence case. Now let me tell y'all about this. On January 23rd, supposedly him and his girlfriend got into it. He beat the girl up, choked the girl out because she wouldn't bow down to him. Mind you now, she wouldn't bow down to him. She's an African-American woman. He is a Caucasian male. Just want to let that be known. You feel me? I ain't saying race was involved, but race might have been involved. You feel me? Sometimes, y'all, they with each other, man. They could be with each other for their own evil intentions. You feel me? Their own ill will. It ain't always got to be, they with each other because they love each other, man. That's black and white shit. You know, at the end of the day, he choked her out, bro. I can't even speak about the shit because the pictures and the images and me thinking about the shit, it's just fucked up. But anyway, he choked her out until she was unconscious twice. She said she woke up the first time, he jumped on again, choked her out again. And when she woke up the second time, she said his key words was, "You're still alive." And she ran in the bathroom, grabbed the phone, and called the police. That's the only way she got out of that situation. So now he wants to make an apology, made an apology. And he also want to claim that he's crazy and he's on bipolar pills and all this dumbass shit. But long story short, they gave him a bond, $400,000. He bonded out, and they let him know he got to be on house arrest, but he cannot be at that house that they live at, so he must go to Hawaii. The thing about it is, bro, you an NFL star. First of all, the court system shouldn't even play with him like that to give him that leeway. Just say, hey, yeah, you can fly to Hawaii and, stay at your house in Hawaii while we get the case figured out. No, nigga, make him buy a house over here. Make him figure that shit out over here. You feel me? So, at the end of the day, hopefully they get that squared away. That nigga need to go to fucking jail, and that nigga need to go to fucking hell. I don't wish that on nobody, but at the end of the day, man, you don't do that to nobody. You feel me? Choke the girl out till she can't breathe no more. She unconscious and shit. That was a tough story to talk about, but that shit crazy, man. I don't even like that type of shit. You feel me? All right, so let's move on. Let's move on to our sports scores. We're gonna start off with Saturday's scores. You feel what I'm saying? Trailblazers had 123. The Bulls had 122. That was a very close game. It was a couple of close games over the weekend. That was real good. You feel me? Dame hit the game-winning shot. That nigga finished the game with 44 points, 9 assists. You feel what I'm saying? So shout out to Dame. Dame Dollar. You feel me? What else we got on our list today in sports scores? The Bucks had 114. The Hornets had 126. Giannis finished that game with 34 points, 18 rebounds, but they still couldn't pull that shit off. You feel me? I don't know, lately, the Bucks been just getting their ass whooped, man. Like, I don't know. They used to be a good team last year and the year before, but now this year, ain't nobody even playing with their ass. So, shout out to the Bucks. Shout out to the Hornets. Oh, yeah, LaMelo Ball finished with 27 points, 5 assists in that game. Rockets had 128. Pelicans had 112. The Kings had 104. The Heat had 105. Very, very good game. Like I said, close games all weekend. Jimmy returned that game with 30 points, 8 assists. Shout out to Jimmy. You know he was on that protocol also. You feel me? I think he did 12, 13 days, something like that. So he had to quarantine, get it right. So shout out to Jimmy Butler. He's back. Lakers had 96. Celtics had 95. Another close game. I actually seen that game, the Heat game, and also the Trailblazers and Bulls games. So they was all close games. You feel what I'm saying? The Lakers had 96, Celtics had 95. AD finished that game with 27 points, 14 rebounds. LeBron James had 21 points, 7 assists. Jason Tatum finished that game with 30 points, 9 rebounds. Jaylen Brown had 28 points, 3 assists. And also, the Suns had 111, the Mavs had 105, Pistons had 91, Warriors had 118. Now, about that Pistons game, that shit was funny because Rodney McGruder and Klay Thompson got into it. Y'all got to go look that shit up. You feel what I'm saying? They got into a little argument match. You feel me? What else we got on our list here? All right, so let's jump head first over to Sunday's games. We got Clippers 129, New York Knicks 115. The Magic had 102. The Raptors had 115. The Cavs had 104. The Timberwolves had 109. Jazz had 117. The Nuggets had 128. The 76ers had 115. The Pacers had 120. And now we finna head over to the next real game. That's what I'm saying. We close games all weekend. The next close game was the Nets versus Wizards. It's just very good. It was one of the best games I've ever seen. KD finished that game with 37 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. Kyrie had 26 points, 8 assists. Westbrook and Bradley Beal went the fuck off their motherfucking self. Westbrook had 41 points and he hit the game-winning shot. You feel me? 10 rebounds, 8 assists. Bradley Beal had 37 points, 4 assists, 6 rebounds. So, shout out to them boys, man. Them niggas did their thing. A lot of people was talking like, oh, the Nets. Man, the Nets are 13-9 right now. 13-9. So, at the end of the day, anybody could be beat. You feel me? That's all that showed me. And that's it today for the sports and the sports scores. So, we going to jump head first over to hip-hop. Then I'm going to holler at y'all over there.